Marek, welcome to MDrives and welcome to another video and welcome to day 4 of our trip, which I'm starting here at Vegas. And from over here we're going to Grand Canyon today, so exciting day ahead of us, so let's go. So we are leaving Vegas. It's not looking that glamorous if you look at it at this time of the day. Obviously we are now left the strip, we are leaving the city. What are my thoughts about Vegas? Well, I think it's worth to come here, especially to spend a night here. I don't think spending a day here, being here during the daylight, is very special. Yes, you see the buildings, etc., but actually what you want to do is come here and stay overnight. You want to walk along the strip and, you know, just look at all of the lights, all of the screens, the Bellagio's, fountains and all of that. I think it's really worth doing that at least once in your life. But for the person who doesn't party anymore, doesn't do gambling, etc., it's a bit pointless visit. It's just to come and see it, and well, I'm happy to leave today, to be honest. You know, there's nothing I would want to do further, maybe apart from, I don't know, going on a roller coaster, or we unfortunately missed a visit at the Stratosphere yesterday because we arrived too late, but you know what, it's all be it. So maybe in a couple of years I'll come back for a day or two and I'll do the things I missed. But apart from that, I'm happy that I ticked it off on my list of things to do, and we are now leaving to Grand Canyon, and that's what I'm most excited about. Seeing that is definitely more important to me than seeing Vegas. So yeah, off we go. Today the views are completely different. We're missing all the haze. So yesterday there was so much wind that obviously it was bringing all the dirt and it was really hazy. And today the air is mega clear. You can probably see 50 miles ahead, if not further. So yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful today. I'm so glad that, you know, when we're gonna be at Grand Canyon, it should look stunning because the visibility is just perfect today. On our way to Grand Canyon, we're passing Hoover Dam. However, we decided to stop there on our way back because we wanted to get to the canyon as soon as possible. First stop on our route to Grand Canyon at Lake Mead, so you can actually see it in a distance. It's actually quite long. We will be passing it much closer later on, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to stop over there. However, the view here, it's phenomenal. Next we saw a sign, last stop, get your gas now. So I thought, oh, maybe it's time to top up. Unfortunately, this has been a bit of a scam or a genius marketing because there was plenty of other petrol stations way cheaper than this one. But well, you live, you learn. So we entered an area where, well, it looks like a redneck area from GTA 5. I guess people living here in trailers, not nice trailers, they're just old cars everywhere. I guess these places are real. Soon I realized there is a lot of rather interesting looking plants around us.
It was a Joshua Tree forest.
What a place! We're in Joshua Tree Forest, and as you can see, it looks like it's endless. Absolutely beautiful.
Looking around, I felt like I'm in a Western movie. The terrain here is so unique. And then suddenly, in the distance, we saw the Grand Canyon. Suddenly, we found ourselves at a big car park with lots of helicopters around us and some weird Americans. From here, the only way to get to the viewpoints is to buy the tickets and get on a bus. And finally, we arrived at the Grand Canyon. Unfortunately, I was not able to film anything from the skywalk, as you're not allowed to take your phone or any electronics with you. So we jumped on the bus again, this time to go to the second viewpoint, Guano Point.
I knew this is going to be epic, but I didn't think it's going to be that epic. What a view! What a view! I mean, you know, I'm so happy that I can experience these things. I can actually see them with my own eyes. The scale of this place is just insane. You can't even figure out how big these things are. It's 4,000 feet, which is about 1.3 kilometers deep. That's like 4 Eiffel Towers. Yeah. And yeah, I'm lost of words, to be honest. It's just breathtaking. So I'm gonna go over there now, see the view from over there. Hopefully, I don't know if it can be any better, but I think this is the best spot to get the panorama around me. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that shot, but look at this. Look at this.
If you think the skywalk looks amazing, Guano Point will absolutely blow your mind.
Right, okay, so good advice for you. If you're coming here ever, then Skywalk will cost you additional $17 to go on it, which is fine. The problem is they have metal detectors and they will search you. They will not allow phones. So if you want photos, they need to be taken by their official photographer, and for 10 digital photos you pay $50 or 25 for one. I think just don't pay, come here. So this is the second point. So after the main Skywalk Visitor Center, they will take you here to the Guano point. And this one is absolutely insane. It's much better than the other one, and it's free. You can take photos, you can take videos. Yeah, do yourself a favor, keep $50, come here, and you've got the best views in the world, honestly. Right, now it's time to get back to our car. Because, by the way, you cannot simply drive here in your car. You will be stopped a couple of miles away from here, 2-3 miles away from here, where you leave your car and you have to pay for tickets to be brought here by bus. So yeah, it's time for us to go back. We've got 3.5 hour drive to get to our hotel today near the Death Valley. So it's going to be a long motorway cruise. And we're probably gonna get there after the sun will go down. So yeah, I have to say goodbye to this beautiful place. Yeah, what an experience. It was worth it. So as you can see, this is the car park area I was talking about. And you leave your car here and you have to pay $55 to get on the bus and go over there, or extra 17 if you want to go on the skywalk. So yeah, that's what you have to do. Heading back, we both felt like we really achieved something. At that point, we realized that we spent far more time at the guano point than we planned, which meant that the sun was disappearing quickly behind the horizon. The sunset that day was beautiful and the colors of the sky were absolutely out of this world. At this point, we also realized that we missed our opportunity to see Hoover Dam. Well, maybe that's a good reason to come back here one day. We stopped outside Vegas because we realized we haven't eaten anything since breakfast, and we had to tick off another fast food off my son's list. I wasn't sure if the food was so great or we were just so hungry, but we really enjoyed it. It took us another 1.5 hours to Pahrump, where we stayed overnight at the Nugget Hotel. Hello and welcome to day 5. We are at Pahrump. It's sort of east from Death Valley. Death Valley is right there, and that's where we're going today. We're driving through Death Valley and then we're heading to Yosemite National Park. So should be great. The weather looks fantastic, although it's very chilly. But yeah, I don't mind that as long as it looks like this, because yes, it looks fantastic. Soon after leaving the town, we really felt like we were in a desert. The empty spaces surrounding us were huge.
There's a mobile speed camera ahead.
We got quite excited by seeing one of those long straight roads, but this was one of many during that day. We are driving through the Death Valley, and now the view is becoming really nice. We're seeing something like a salt lake in the distance, a large flat areas. We keep driving down. We were at the 2,000 feet a moment ago and still going down, and I believe the whole valley is below the sea level, so yeah, we've got plenty of driving down ahead of us.
we're at the viewpoint at the valley, and the place is so quiet when nobody speaks. It's so quiet here. There's no sound at all. No animals, nothing. Brilliant.
Soon we got to Furnace Creek, a little town lying 58 meters below the sea level. It's known for being the hottest place on Earth, with the record temperature reaching 56.7 degrees in 1913 and the record ground temperature of 94.7 degrees recorded in 1972. It's definitely not a place where you want to go for a walk in summer. And another very long straight before we got to another stop. Mesquite flat dunes can get really hot during summer. Luckily it was the end of October, so it wasn't that hot. It was a great opportunity to stretch our legs and look around this amazing scenery.
And we arrived at the sand dunes, not far away from the main part of the valley, about 10 minutes down the road. Yeah, it looks incredible. Looks like we're on Sahara or somewhere. And we're surrounded by this beautiful mountain. So yeah, another stop you can't miss being here, because it just looks incredible. It's just completely different scenery, and you're not that far away from the previous stop point. So yeah, another tick on the list, and off we go towards Yosemite. So we're leaving the dunes behind and we're going back on the road, this time roofless.
Soon we started climbing again. Apparently, from time to time you can see here jet fighters flying through this valley. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any. Soon we left Death Valley behind and we saw Mount Whitney standing proudly ahead of us with the peak at 4,421 meters. I have to say, this was probably one of the most beautiful and scenic drives I've ever experienced. But then there was a problem.
So we stopped for a lunch and I wanted to check the tires because we were getting horrible vibrations at the front and the tire was done completely. So unfortunately we are changing the tires now. Luckily it will be covered by the host, but yeah, what an inconvenience. Back on the road. So I had a bad vibration on the steering wheel for the last 4 days and I thought it's just really badly balanced. But it was getting worse and worse, so I wanted to check it. So we stopped for a lunch and I turned the wheel, and what I uncovered terrified me. So the whole inner edge of the tire was literally like cut, and there were cords everywhere around the tire, so I was really not comfortable driving this car any further. I've called the rental company and they said just find the tire shop, change it, we'll pay it back. So that's what I've done. It's some kind of budget tire, it doesn't match with others, but it doesn't matter. Finally, I don't get vibrations through the steering wheel. It feels completely different actually, because to be honest, it was just annoying, really annoying. Anything above 50 miles per hour, it was just shaking the car as crazy. So especially on the motorway, on the highway, it was terrible. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually enjoy driving this car at the highest speeds now without being shaken to death. So yeah, 55 now, absolutely no shaking. So all sorted. Unlucky we lost an hour, but only an hour as well, if you think about it that way. And most importantly, we're safe. Nothing bad happened. It could have happened really, but it didn't. So yeah, off to Yosemite now. The sun is going down pretty quick now. We're at 4:30. The sun will be completely down in an hour and a half. So and we've got 3 hours and 40 minutes to go. So I'm not looking forward to actually driving through Yosemite in the dark. So yeah, hopefully we can cover as many miles as possible before the sun goes down.
Once again, we realized that the sun is disappearing behind the horizon much quicker than we were hoping. However, when we saw this viewpoint, we had to stop for a couple of minutes. The views were getting better and better.
So we are turning to Yosemite National Park. We're going through Tioga Road, Tioga Pass. Luckily it's open, because apparently they are closing the roads from time to time, but it's open today. There's already snow on the peaks, so I think we're lucky, because in a couple of days it could have been a different story.
Indeed, we were lucky, because about 24 hours later, this pass has been covered by 10 inches of snow and it has been closed.
Well, this definitely isn't something you can see every day, so I guess we should be happy about it. But I really want to go now, because we are losing daylight and we've got 2 hours 40 minutes ahead of us, and the light will be gone, daylight will be gone within the next probably 45 minutes. So I'm not looking forward being up there without daylight. I think we're gonna beat my record of the highest route I've driven. We're at more than 9,000 feet now, and yeah, we keep climbing, and currently we've got snow around us. So yeah, pretty excited. I'm only worried because the sun is almost gone and it's gonna be dark pretty quick. So I just want to get to at least another side of these mountains, so we get a bit more light. The road is fantastic. It goes right and left like a snake. The quality is really good. I've got another sports car following me. The speed limit is 50, so it's decent. I think it's really windy here. I can hear it. And oh, this looks amazing with all the snow around. Wow. Yeah, I think we're gonna be climbing more and more, which is amazing. Look how white it is around us. I can't believe it that just a couple of hours ago we were in probably the hottest place on earth, if not hottest place in America, and now we're surrounded by snow. It's such a contrast coming from dunes to snow. Wow. Wow. Well, I think I've probably beaten my record. The highest I've been on was 2,800 meters at Stelvio Pass in my car, and we passed 9,000 feet a long time ago, so we must have been close to 10,000, which means I've probably beaten the record, my own record. Never been that high. I bet it would be difficult to hike over here. We would definitely struggle with breathing. But yeah, we can still see just last bits of sun at the top of the mountains around us. But I don't think we're going to see it by the time we get to the other side. We've seen the signs, and I've been warned by a local to watch out for deers because they like to jump out on the road. So yeah, we have to be careful, and we also need to be careful on the temperatures because, well, it can be icy. Obviously there's snow everywhere, so yeah, safety first, I guess. The views ahead of us are amazing. They are hidden behind the trees now, but whenever it pops out between the trees, it looks just stunning, fabulous. It would be nice to get that last bit of sun in the camera. That would be perfect. Hopefully that's gonna happen in a moment before it goes away. I think we're in that time now. The sky gone completely red, so we're gonna lose it in a moment. My worry is you can see the wet patches on the road and they are frozen, so yeah, really have to be careful. There's nice stream running down this road. We would love to stop. Again, we can't. We don't really have time. Yeah, I think the sun is gone because the sky is getting dark now, but look at the rest of it. Looks fabulous. What a view. What a shame we're driving in the trees, because at least we would see this amazing sunset.
It took us almost another 2 hours before we got to our hotel in the dark, but at least we got there in one piece. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, you subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you shortly in the next episode from our big adventure. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Do widzenia.